Hey guys, this is Curtis from Gray and Patina. As you can tell, we're no longer in sunny Southern California. We've actually made it finally out here after 3 years of being locked away from Japan. We're in Ginza, or the Ginza part of Tokyo. And for those that don't know, Gray and Patina got its start from hunting watches out here in Japan. So an average day for us would have been about 7 or 8 miles of just walking up and down the streets of Shibuya, Shinjuku, Ginza, looking at pawn shops, looking at thrift stores, hunting largely Speedmasters when we first started. So after 3 years of being away, we're finally super glad to be able to have you guys along to kind of share where we got our start and still look for great watches out here. To be honest, outside looking for watches, we're looking at vintage clothing, getting good coffee, and ideally we're actually testing out a few cool new pieces of camera gear from Leica San Francisco Camera West. So if you guys are looking for camera stuff, be sure to give them a follow. But otherwise, super excited to have you guys on this journey. There's going to be a few stops along the way, but yeah, you'll see what's in store.
Yeah, マニア初金嵐クラブギャルも可愛いお尻デブラカリビ俺宮地やしのカロリー目と顔怖くしてハロウィン春巻き予約の野菜喋り方の意味は辛いマドファカ今までまだキンこれはミナージュの曲でもピトを取り宮地パールの曲まず名称ハンコマークを押す悪魔頭見て3666僕らの敵には約束この旅上がりますよ早速
We are in the middle of Ginza. You guys probably already know who this guy is. Honolulu time, none other than David Bowie. What brings you to Tokyo?
Well, I kind of live here.
So we're in Ginza, which typically, this is not a part of town I venture off to very much. I think, Ginza is known for its flagship stores, high-end shopping. There are a bunch of watch stores here, though, right?
Yeah.
A lot of modern stuff, but there are stuff, vintage stuff that you'll probably find at places like NJ Time right behind us. But we're gonna go, and since we're already here, take a look around and see what we can find. Any suggestions for people that are coming to Tokyo with the exchange rate and all that stuff?
Well, yeah, right now, I mean, the exchange rate is phenomenal, right? So
I think it's 147 to $1.
Today, yeah. So it's crazy. I mean, but there's good buys here, possibly in maybe good condition. But the thing is, I think Japan is adjusting the rate on the prices a lot too. So they're increasing their prices because they know things are selling.
And people are coming in, etc., right? So
yeah, but I haven't been back here now for 3 weeks, so a lot could have changed in the past 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I mean, I literally just landed, came from the airport now. So
well, we're happy to have you. I think one of the things that you brought up to me, right, what was really cool was that you might not people have the idea like we're gonna go to Japan, exchange rate is down, we're gonna find the best deal, we're gonna find everything at 20-30% off, and it's not that. That's not the case. You come to Japan to look for watches for condition, right?
Yeah.
Like you'll find stuff that's like, oh, this is like it's what I would pay in the States, but maybe like, oh, what? They forgot to tell you it comes with a full set box papers.
Yeah.
Here's everything. Like
so that's the advantage. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
and
it's a hunt.
It is a hunt, so you have to know what you're looking for. But let's see what we can find. We're gonna stop by a few places, and David's gonna buy me a watch.
Down this road,
Yeah.
so a lot of the secondhand dealers began to open up here because it used to be, brand name like not watch, like you're talking about fashion brands that had like their
Headquarters here.
or whatever.
Yep.
And like ground floor shops, a lot of it, went empty and
Yes.
people vacated during COVID.
Right.
And so I think there were probably awesome deals.
Yeah, so they opened all
the
on
space
the
was
street?
already set up for like retail. Yeah, so if you go down the street, there's a lot new watch retail shops now as compared to pre-COVID.
You come around,
Harajuku Omotesando area. This area that we're on, it's actually called Cat Street, and what it's known for primarily is a lot of vintage secondhand clothing. Ironically, most of this stuff that is sorted in these secondhand stores are kind of handpicked from America abroad, and it resold to a lot of Americans back in this area. The good thing is this stuff is picked through, sorted. You're not digging through Goodwill. Everything that they've dug is mostly authenticated. But yeah, there's a lot of great stores on this street, even on the back alleys. There are a few vintage watch stores scattered through the area. Not sure if they've been around anymore. There used to be one further down this way on the 3rd floor. But this is, ideally, you're not gonna find vintage watches here, but it's a great starting point. Get some great coffee, great food, and a good area just to start exploring Western Tokyo. In one of my favorite parts of Tokyo. This is Shimokitazawa, and what Shimokita for short is known for is a lot of the thrift finds, second-hand clothing, vintage clothing. Occasionally you'll come across a store with watches as well. If you're looking for like barber jackets, Belstaff, old Trailmaster jackets, like this is the place. And the prices are really good because it's a little bit further out from Shibuya or Shinjuku or Omotesando. Otherwise, let's go take a look and see what we can find. So we're in Daikanyama. This is one of my favorite kind of reprieves within Tokyo after a day of shopping and hunting for watches, whatever. I love coming to this place called Tea Site in Daikanyama. And Daikanyama is just a little bit more west of like Roppongi, etc. So it's not very far from central Tokyo. But you can come up here, you can order a meal. Like, this is a bookstore of all bookstores. There's a hardcover book for every single subject matter that you're interested in. So outside that, upstairs, this is like the coolest cafe just to sit and hang out and get your energy back. So let's get some coffee and keep hunting.
Tell me